already started this, so I apologize, but I decided to record it because, you know, figured why not. I wanted to see if I could, basically, so I'm just gonna go figure it out as I go along, which is how I crochet most of the stuff anyway. So this is the yarn I'm using. It is a bunch of the like ropey style, I don't know, bonbons. They're all just tied together into one big ball, and I was curious so what it would turn out to be, so I'm trying it. I started doing this. It is a chain of 50 and then 51 because I turned it. So technically I already have one row done. So to start, I can't really demonstrate that for you, I'm sorry, but you chain of 50 and then one to turn, and then just do, I believe it's called a single crochet stitch all the way across, so you have 50-ish. Again, that's just the number I'm doing. You could do more or less if you felt like it. I did leave a couple off just so I could show you the stitch I'm doing, and I'm sitting on the tall side of my yoga block, and it is very scary when I move. But yeah, I left 3 off, so I've just been going in the stitch and then wrapping it around once, pulling it through, and then wrapping it around again. So I believe that's called a single crochet, but you're gonna do that stitch the entire way along the thing for the first row, but you know, sorry for not showing you. I started it early. And then I'm going to take this long piece of chain thingy and find the first stitch right here and make sure that this chain is not twisted because it will be bad in the long run. Again, something I've learned. It's not gonna make your life easy if it's all twisted. And then you slip it through like just once. You don't wrap the yarn around or anything. And now you have a big circle. So that's the start of the bag, basically, that I'm attempting to make. And now from here on out, this tail is going to be basically my stitch marker and going to remind me where each row begins and ends, or round begins and ends. But I'm going to do that same crochet stitch thingy the entire way. But yeah, just crochet like normal, the single crochet stitch, I believe is what it's called. I'm gonna do this for quite a while because I want it to be a decently sized bag. I don't know what I'm making it for. I just wanted to see if I could with this yarn because I didn't really have any other plan for it, and I can't really make a blanket out of it because it's too hard for a blanket. So I'm attempting a bag with it. We will see. Hopefully it'll be big enough. It's probably gonna be small, but if it is, I will find a use for it no matter what. But yeah, just do the single crochet all the way around and try to make sure that this thing doesn't get, you know, twisted, because it will be bad as you get further down in the project. You will start to notice that. Yeah, just single crochet it until however big you want to go for. I don't know how big I'm going. I'll show you when I get there. But yeah, I just wanted to record this for a little bit to show you that it's very, very, very easy to make a crocheted bag. Like, yeah, I don't even have a plan on how this is gonna go, but it's extremely easy. Crochet for me is easier than knitting because, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but crocheting, I'm able to basically, if I can see it in my head, I can crochet the shape generally that I'm trying to make. Like my arm sleeves, I wouldn't be able to do that as well with knitting, but crocheting I can. The little dragon that I made a while ago, if you watched the all the knit and crochet things I made, something like that, besides blankets, but all the little things I made, the little dragons in that video, I wouldn't have been able to do that knit because it's just, I don't know how to knit that well, basically. But crochet, I can do anything, as long as my head can think of it. It's weird. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna continue on with the crocheting, just doing this single crochet, at least that's what I'm calling it, for however long it takes me to get to the size that I want it to be. And then I will show you it, you know, how to finish it, because finishing is going to be a bit of a challenge because I don't know what I'm going to do when I get there, but I'll figure it out. It'll be easy enough. Crochet, again, it's easy. Yeah, I'll see you after, well, I'll talk to you, I guess, after I get to however long it's gonna be. All right, I'm back a little early. I'm sorry again. I forgot to tell you what to do when you reach the end of your round, because I just did. This little gappy thing is gonna be there, so just ignore it. But once you reach it around again, don't do any extra chains. Just keep crocheting around and around and around. Just do the same amount of stitches that are on here over and over again. Because if you do the extra chain stitch on the next round, it just gets lumpy and funky. Again, it's something I've tried, and it just adds weird gaps and holes, and you can tell completely where the seam is. So just keep going around the same way that, you know, just like it's one big circle. Don't ignore the end, ignore the seam thing, the join, whatever you want to call it. Ignore that. Just keep going around. Okay, now I'm done. I'm gonna get to crocheting now again, and good luck. It is finished-ish, and I noticed when I got to the orange, it looks like a candy corn. I was not planning this, obviously. I told you beforehand. I had no idea, and sorry if the lighting's all weird. The sun went down, and the only real lighting I have is my bathroom, like, lights up there, and it's not really doing much because my ceiling light that's on the fan just made everything way too yellow, and that wasn't good, so I apologize that the light's a little bit funky. Anyway, it looks like a candy corn, and I am really happy with this, so I'm going to be using it through the Halloween season. I honestly wasn't planning on keeping this, but because it turned out looking like this, I am going to. Don't know for what, but I will, because it's actually really cute. And this yarn feels really cool, the like ropey bonbon stuff. It feels really cool like this. Anyway, now that it's at this point, I am going to finish it up. I'm not gonna like do any straps or anything, but there are a couple ways to do it. If I do straps, I'll do a separate video on it. But right now I'm not gonna put any straps on this. But like my go-to is usually just to fold over the edges like that a little bit and then put like a drawstring strap through it. And that's usually what I do for closing of bags. It's just my go-to. So that's what I do. But if I put any straps on this, I'll show you what I do, but I doubt I will. I'm probably honestly just gonna put this around one of my plant pots, to be perfectly honest, for Halloween. Anyway, I ran out of the orange, so I'm going to close it, and the easiest way to do this for me is just hold both ends together so it's closed, like, you know how you've been crocheting in a circle, now it's going to be closed, and just kind of find one stitch, kind of like the one behind where you just did, and then the one in front, and then pull your yarn through, and then pull the one stitch over like that, so it's kind of a, what is that, a slip stitch? Hopefully you were able to see. And then you just go into each, hang on, yeah, I got it. You go into each crochet stitch on each one on each side, and then just slip stitch over, so like that. I can't see. Like that, and then wrap it around and pull it through, and then pull the second one over all the way across. So basically you're crocheting into two crochet stitches all the way across, so you're sealing it, and it doesn't matter. This is red. This is going to be the inside, so it doesn't matter if it's not the same color. It's not going to be seen. At least I don't think it will be seen much. That, and it's going to be on the bottom. So just make sure you're, again, I have this issue. I do it with finishing my knit projects as well. Don't pull the yarn too tight or it's not gonna stretch. It's just one of those things that I have learned over time because I wanted to save yarn, because I was trying to make the most things out of stuff without wasting anything. So I wanted to pull everything really tight. It doesn't work. It's not good in the long run. You're gonna end up using more yarn because the whole project, like, it just won't be stretchy and it won't work the way you want it to. So just pull it a little bit loose. It doesn't have to be crazy, just a tiny bit loose, and then it will be usable. But yeah, just go into the same thing, you know, 2 stitches. I'm already halfway there, but I'm gonna finish this really quick and then I will see you at the end. I'm back. I only have these 2, you can barely see them. I think you can over here. These 2 little stitches are gonna be a bit of, hopefully you can see them, but they're gonna be a bit of a challenge to get both of them right, but it is worth it. Otherwise you're gonna have a teeny weeny little hole at the end, and that's not good. This one you can pull tight though because it's the corner. The rest of them you want it to be stretchy. See, it's stretchy. And then you just pull it, you know, pull your little loop loose. I don't have scissors. I have such a problem with the scissors. I have a million pairs of them. They're just never where I need them to be. Like this crochet hook, I'm doing 2 other projects right now that I need this specific crochet hook because this is the only one I use, even though I have many others. But I've been bringing it back and forth all day today because it's the only one I use. So where I want to be is not where the crochet hook is. It's kind of funny, honestly. Anyway, you just pull it tight like that, so it's kind of slipped over. I'm gonna go grab my scissors and then cut this. And then I also need to grab an embroidery needle to weave it in, because I am going to show you kind of sort of on how I weave in today, because this little candy corn thingy is being kept. I'll be right back. I got my scissors and embroidery needle. I remember that too. So we're all set to go for the rest of this thing. But just cut your yarn again. It was the same thing, was trying to save yarn when I was learning. Give yourself space. I used to cut it so I would have like this much left, and for some strange reason my projects always unwound because I didn't have enough to like knot it. Again, it's just, you learn these things after you've done them. Leave yourself some room to be able to weave in. I like to do, like, I just slid it through the needle and then slipped it through here. I like to knot it, like go through the loop and then pull the bit that one through the middle through and then go through it again. So it's kind of like a double knot. I don't know if that's actually a thing or what it would be called, but it just feels more secure to me when I do that. So that's the first thing I do. And then again, I don't know how many times I have done this. Like, I weave all my projects in. I'm just really, really bad at it. So do your best however you do it. Just do your best with this. Every single person has a different way of weaving in, because it's just not an easy thing to do. It's just really, it's difficult, especially to make it invisible. I definitely can't do that. It's just, I can't. So I just kind of go up and around when it's a seam like this. Because this is red, I'm just kind of follow the red seam here, and loopy it around a few dozen times and hope for the best, and knot it a few ways, a few times down the line, just because I am paranoid about it coming undone, because how I used to do it, my projects used to come undone all the time. So again, I'm just like going in and then looping it around a few times and following it along the red. It's, again, I'm not good at this, so do your own way. I'm really not good at this at all, but I just do it until I run out of thread with knotting it a couple more times. I'm probably gonna weave it one more little weavy after this knot, and then I will cut it short. Come on, good tight. And then I will cut it short, and that'll be the end of that for the bottom. And then I have to weave in this end because I didn't crochet it in, because I wasn't expecting to really keep this bag at all. I honestly thought that this was just gonna be just shown to you guys for a tutorial, and then I would take it apart and use the yarn for something else. But I really like it. I like this candy corn thing. I also love candy corn. I know I'm a weirdo. I can't eat them because they make me sick, but I really love candy corn. Now I just have to weave this thing in. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it in this exact same way, except without starting with a first knot because it's already knotted. I'm gonna weave this one in, and then I will be right back to show you it completely done. I kind of followed this line of white crochet right here. I followed that down with the sewing in or weaving in or whatever. I followed that down the line instead of going up here, but I did the same technique technically. And then just flip it inside out, and you can kind of see the red, but I really don't care. I wanted to use all the orange, and it blends in just fine. So yeah, here's my little bag. It is very easy to make. This took me technically just today to make. I could have gotten it done in one sitting, but you know me. I get bored. I did one color at a time, and then I took a break, and that was it. That was all I could do. Which, to be fair, one color of these is a long time of crocheting for me, doing one thing. So I'm impressed with myself for getting it done in one day. And I absolutely love this thing. I don't know why, but I really love it. I have to find some sort of use for it for Halloween or decorating or something. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's so cute. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is a very simple one, a very, you know, basic crochet stitch to do on this. So hopefully it was easy enough for you to do and to figure out. I hope you enjoyed doing it as well. They're fun to make. At least I enjoy making these things. I'm really happy with this thing. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you were able to make the bag as well. Hope you had fun making the bag. And I hope you were just, you know, I hope you just had fun with it, because these things, once you get it down, they're enjoyable. They're good starter things to make, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck if you haven't started yet, and congratulations if you did finish it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!